I started recording as well, guys. Let me open Visual Studio Code. Okay, in the last class, we discussed how to basically how to write the script for login functionalities. Okay, so you will be given manual test cases and you have to write the test script. That is automation test script. Okay, you have to write. This is the manual test cases. Okay, will be given from your team like this. So this is a manual test cases. You have to convert those test cases to automation test cases. That is your job. So now let us take different different test cases and we will automate some more test cases and we will continue further like scripting. Okay, you should know how to do the scripting. So consider we'll take the same website, maybe Orange HRM. Okay, this is a open source iPhone demo Orange HRM. This is a site. If I go inside login, okay, and I'll click on PIM module. I'll click on add employee. So consider this is the user story is given. The user story for you assigned is some user story name is there like this US 2345 add employee. Can you go on? Somebody is not muted. Add employee functionality. Can you tell me some test cases for this? Just looking at the screen. Like add employee with the mandatory details. First name and last name, you enter it, save it. That is the first test case. Consider I will click on Raju. I will type something like Raju here. I'll type G, save. I should get the success message. This is the first test case. Consider that is the first test case. Same way, then some negative test cases. You can have multiple test cases, but here consider this is a negative test case. Say I will give some more than 30 characters in the first name. I should get the should not exceed. This is the error message I should get. Consider this is the second test case. Same way, if I click on cancel button or without entering anything, just I'll click on the save button. I should get required here and here in the both. That is the consider this is second test case. Okay, same way uploading a JPG file, uploading a PNG file, uploading a GIF file is another different test cases. So you have to automate all these test cases. Okay, same way how we test in the manually, same way you have to automate also. Now we will do the automation of this particular user story. Some test cases we will automate now. Okay, so how to do that? So you can create a inside your A2A, you can create a file. Last time we created through this test runner npx. Give me 1 second. So here npx Cypress open. If I type this command, say enter, it will open the test runner, and from the test runner you can create the file. You know that. So let me show you that one more time. So I'm launching the test runner. This is a Cypress test runner. Click on E2E. Take any browser. So I will choose by default Chrome. So Chrome is selected. So first one is selected. I'm taking that. So if you go inside this, click on the specs and click on new spec here and create new. So you can say example or simply so test one like this or test create spec. So once you create, okay, you can close this. Don't need to run. If you go here, you can see test.cy.js is there. You can create like this, or you can create like this also. Click on this E2E, click on this file, say add employee functionality we are doing. So add employee dot cy.js. Okay, you can type now. Describe this. Sorry, give me a second. Describe. Here you have to give. So my test suite name is add employee functionality. Okay, verify add employee functionality. Verify add employee functionality. This is the suite name. I'm giving comma. Can give like this. This is the syntax for every test case, every test suite. So inside that, again, you have to create a block 8. So here you have to give the test case name, verify, okay, add employee, okay, with valid data, with valid details, I would say, valid details. So this is the first test case name. Okay, here I will give comma, can give like this. Okay, you can give like this, or you just copy, okay, from here, just copy this. Okay, same where you can paste it from some other, okay, place, you can copy and paste it, and you can change here verify add employee functionality, and here you have to change the verify add employee with the valid details like this. You can do both the ways. You can type it, but I would not suggest, okay, anywhere. If you are already able to copy, means just copy from some other place. Okay, it will avoid lot of mistakes, like some syntactical mistakes. Okay, some other like you may do, okay, like at the first time only you may do some so you may do a lot of mistakes, some syntactical mistakes you may do. That's the reason I would suggest copy and paste it, or you create from the test run. So now you can do like this. So this is just, okay, I have done the control Z. So this is, now we have to write the scripting here. The first step, okay, we'll write the manual test cases for that. So verify the first test case, verify, okay, add employee with the valid details. Consider like this. This is the first test case. Test case title. Test case title. The steps, okay, involved, okay, in this. First, you have to launch the URL. That is, logging is common. Dashboard, up to dashboard is common steps. For this also, you don't need to write the manual test cases, guys, but here I'm writing the manual and both, okay, like automation also, but you don't need to write the manual test cases as an automation tester. So you will have already have a manual test cases, they will provide you. If you are doing both manual and automation, you have to, as part of manual tester, so manual testing, you have to write the test cases and then you have to automate it. So you already have a test case with you when you are doing automation. So now, okay, dashboard up to this is done. So let us see that what is the next step. So once you go to the dashboard here like this, once you log in, you will come to this page. Now you have to click on the PIM. So the next step here is click on PIM. The seventh step, okay, we can say here. One second. So once you click on PIM, you have to click on the add employee here. Click on this. So I will write it here. Click on add employee sub menu. Okay. Next step. Once you click on this, enter the first name. So enter the first name. I will say Raju, and I will say G last name. I'll click on save. So it means you have a steps like enter the first name. Second, okay, ninth step, mandatory details. Just I'm entering the mandatory details. Enter the last name. Click on save button. The 11th step is, yeah, okay, user should get successfully saved message. User should get successfully saved. These are all the steps for first test case. So we already done the automation for this. No need to write it again. Just copy from the other test case that we have in the login. In the first one here only we have, right? So up to here, dashboard should be visible. Just I'm copying this, guys. Copy, go to add employee, and inside this first test case, okay, you paste it here. Now the next step is you have to click on the PIM, this one. So it means you have to get the locator for this. So right click, inspect. So I will just close this part. So this is the, like you can see, this is the node is highlighting corresponding to PIM. If you click on this pan, you can see there is a text. When you have a text, okay, you can use cy.contents. So just copying this PIM. Okay, go back to your script here. cy.contents. Okay, when you have a text only, so you have to give PIM. So what you want to do, you want to click. So you will say dot click like this. So you are clicked on this. So once you click on this, okay, actually you are going to this page. So next step is you have to click on this. So let me run up to this only. Look at, okay, my screen. Add employee, I'm just clicking on this. We'll launch the URL. You can see it is clicked on the PIM also. Now, what is the next step? You want to click on this, right? So again, you go back to here, right click, inspect. So this is the line is highlighting. You can see that. So this particular node, you have a text here. So you can take this text, just copying this, go to your script here. So cy dot. Again, you can say contents. So inside this, you have to give this. Again, you have to click. Let's click. So it will go to click. Okay, click on the add employee also. So it is running again. See, as soon as you change the script, it will automatically rerun it for you. Okay, you can see add employee page is opened. Now what we want to do, you want to actually type here first name, you want to type here last name, you have to click on the save button. So let us go back here and get the locator. Click on this. Right click, inspect. So here, okay, you can see this is the corresponding node. So you can take name is equal to first name or placeholder, anything you can take. Just copying this, Control C, Control F. Now here, the first keyword, that is tag name, is input. So I will type input here and then give the square bracket, and then I will teach you guys how to get this locator. I will teach you. Right now you can do like this also. Right click, inspect, here right click, Again, copy the selector. Whatever you get, that you can give here. cy dot get. Inside this, you can give like this. This is also correct locator only, but this is a like you can see lot of like nodes. Is a lengthy locator is given by the my my browser. Let me show you here. So maybe first name related one. Like this is the locator. It is given me. The browser is given me. But I have written a simple locator like this. Both will work, guys. But this is a more appropriate than this. That's the reason, okay, you should learn, okay, how to write the locators. That we will learn later, but this is a locator. We'll take it. So I'm going to do the control Z, paste it. So now what you have to do, you want to do like type dot type. Okay, I will give inside this Raj text. So it will type the Raj. Same way. I will write the script for last name. Right click, inspect. You can do like this. This is all name is equal to last name is there. Let me take this. So input is the same. Okay, like tag name is there. That's the reason I will change only this. So you can see it is highlighting. One of one also you are getting. It means a unique queue locator. Just copy this. Come back here. cy dot get. Paste it. Then dot type. So here I would say, okay, last name something. Same way you want to click on the save button. So again, right click, inspect. Here, okay, button type is equal to submit is there. So I'm just copying this type is equal to submit. So I will remove this button. Square bracket open, type is equal to submit. I will take this. You can see one of one. So just copying this, come back here. cy dot get. Okay, dot. What we have to add? Click. CLI. Click. Okay, it will click on even the save button also. Click on PIM, click on add employee, Raju G type and click on the save button and your test case is pass. But even if it is fail also, it will pass only. Okay, because you are not verifying, okay, whether the success message is coming or not. Even if you get the failure message also, it will be pass only. Okay, so you have to verify the success message. Okay, so how to verify that? So let me show you. So I'll give something like this, save. So this is a success message, okay, I'm getting. I just take the screenshot. So let me show you. Let me take a paint and see. Nothing is there. Okay, gone. Give me 1 second. I'll just take the screenshot for that. Because it will be there only for 3 to 4 seconds. So save. See, you can see even if you get like this message also in the last script, okay, will pass. So let me just refresh this. You can't save. This is the message you are getting, successfully saved. So this is a text, right? So you can verify with the text. When you are getting like this snack bar messages, you can even verify the text also. So let me just show you how to do it. So basically here, cy dot contents. You have to type exactly the same way, guys. Here, whatever is there, successfully saved. So even spelling mistakes, okay, should not do. Even it is a case sensitive. So successfully fully saved. This is a message. What you have to do? You have to assert that should be visible. Should. So at that be dot visible. So now let us see whether it is verifying or not. Okay. Here successfully some spelling mistake is there. Okay, you can see yes, yes. Okay, I should give. That's the reason. Okay, it is failing. Let us add the one more s. Okay, now we will see. Basically, that's why I should say you should even take care of the spelling mistakes and even okay, it should okay, it is a case sensitive. If you write capital S, small s instead of capital S, okay, it will not verify. But look at this, is verified. Okay, you can see it is highlighting. Okay, the time travel feature is there. Once it is type G, click on the save button. Now you are getting the success message that it is verifying also. You can see that when you hover on it, so you can see the success message verification as well. So the first test case is done. So you can do the remaining test case, negative test case, or okay, different test cases. So how to add it? So this is the test suite we have here. The first test case, okay, we have written like this is the first test case, right? So just copy this test case again, so maybe paste it here, change the name of the test case here, so verify. Okay, the next test case I would say verify mandatory fields in the add employee, okay, page. So save. So these two are the mandatory fields it's showing, right? So whether it is throwing the error message or not, okay, we want to see. So once you click on add employee, directly you want to click on the save button. Now you have to verify this. So this is a text. So just I'm verifying with this. Let me show you the second test case. Verify, okay, mandatory details. Mandatory details, okay, in add employee. So here the test case, okay, will be same, but we are not going to type anything first name and last name and all. Just we will click on the save button. So once you click on the save button, you should okay see that required that the error message should be visible. So let us see here. The first test case is also running. Second test case also will run. Done. Second test case. So it is logging in. Click on add employee. So you can see here it is clicked on the save button. You got the this one also. Let me show you time travel. So once you click on the submit button here, you can see here it is clicking on the submit button. Once you click on add employee, directly I'm clicking on the submit button. So later I'm verifying this required message, okay, visible alert. I'm verifying for the only the first one. You can verify in the second one also, but you have to get the locator for that. You have to get the locator for this, you have to get the locator for this. So since we don't know much about like locating strategy, so we will just first, okay, initial stage we'll verify only one, but later basically you have to verify both. Okay, so we will see that locating strategy we'll see in the upcoming classes. But the second test case is also done. Consider I want to verify this. I want to verify if I enter the in the first name field more than 30 characters, I should not exceed 30 characters. This is a message I should get. I want to automate this test case. How will you automate? So verify, okay, first name, okay, maximum limit, character limit. So that is the test case. So I will just this is the second test case, right? I will just click on this, just copy this. Okay, I'm pasting inside the describe only. So let me change the test case name here. Verify character limit for first, okay, name field. Okay. So here what you have to give after logging in, after go to add employee, you have to type here in the first name field more than 30 characters. Okay. So let me copy from the first itself, from the second maybe. Let me just copy that script. So here first name I'm typing, right? So just copying this, go to my last test case. This is one, pasting. So I will give more than 30. So this is more than 30 only, right? Just copying this and go to here. Instead of Raju, I will say this. So now what I should get? I should get the, okay, you should get like, should not exceed 30 characters like that, right? So right click, inspect. So this is the span. You okay, increase that span, should not exceed 30 characters. Okay, you can see this. Just copy this message. Go to here, cy dot contents when you have a text. So you have to give like this. Then should be visible. Good. Three dot visible. Three test cases automated. Verify mandatory details in add employee. So it's done. Verify character limit for the first name field. So the third test case. So you can see here it is actually typed and okay, it is verified. Okay, it should not exceed 30 characters. Let us see that. You can see this. It is verifying successfully. So you are going to write the test script like this, but you are not going to keep all this locator like this, guys. Okay, you are not going to give the locators directly like this. You will place it in one place, and whenever is required, you are going to access. So let me tell you, okay, this is a script. You know how to write this, but this is how we are not going to write it. We are going to write it in a proper, okay, framework format. What is that? Why we need framework is, so let me take a paint and explain this. Okay, so let me take a paint. So here, consider this is your login test script. Okay, in this is a login suite. Consider this is a login suite. We have okay different test cases. So this is a first test case. We have four test cases. Okay, so this is first test case, second test case, third test case. Okay, fourth one. Same way, you have one more. Okay, called add employee. Okay, add employees. So here again, I have three test cases. First one, second one, third one, fourth one. So you have more, maybe you may write okay one more test case also. So consider this many test case you have. What is there? Consider, look at this. So your URL is common for all the test cases. Launching, okay, when you are visiting the URL, it is common. So what we are going to do? So we are going to keep it in a separate place here. And from there, we are going to access to all the test cases like this, Okay, same way like this, same way to the last test case, to this, everywhere. We are going to keep it in one place. From there, we are going to access it. Okay, so that what is the advantage is, in case if your okay URL is changed, you just go and change in only one place, so that okay it will be okay, not no need to change in all the scripts. Same thing we will do now. Let me show you. So here we have something called, okay, observe carefully here, config dots, okay, cypress.config.js. Inside your E2E, okay, you can say here just base URL, this one, base URL is there. So when you say just okay, 3 letters, if you type it also, you are getting, you can see that base URL. Okay, you can give here the base URL. What is the base URL is this one. Let me show you. It's add employee. So we'll say okay up to this. Okay, just copying this, or we can okay, you can see it may change. The last step may change. Up to here it is common, right? So I will remove this. Okay. In the next test case also, I'm going to remove. Give me one second. So I'm going to remove. So that is the like base URL. Okay, actually. So in all the test case, it is same. So I'm going to remove here also. So I will place it here in my configuration file, this as a base URL like this. Okay, you put a comma here. So it is okay, error is removed. Now come back, just refresh it one more time. So any configuration changes is done, just refresh one more time, guys. Now, okay, you can just click on this, add employee. Look at carefully here. So visit this, just the end URL I'm giving, but it is launching our perfect URL. Okay, base URL plus the end, okay, like whatever is given, okay, that it is actually launching. You can see that. Same way, if you go for even the, okay, here in the login test cases also, no need to give the, again, this base URL. No need to give the base URL. Base URL I can remove. So not in the assertions. Okay, here I'm going to remove. So what we are achieving this by this, we are actually achieving the, okay, like reusability. Reusability we are achieving. It means we are actually placing in one place the URL, the base URL. I am accessing in all the script. Okay, in future you write okay one more, okay, maybe one more suit here like this. You write some more test case. Still this can be accessible. Okay, you have 1,500 test case, doesn't matter. You can access from here only. Okay, so that is a reusability. Now consider at the end, okay, you have 1,500 test cases and you want to change all the places base URL, means it is okay, hectic process, but you just go and change only one place. If you want to change, it will be applicable in all the test cases. So that's how we are going to achieve the reusability by just configuring the base URL. Okay, let me remove this as well. I think I removed okay all the base URLs now. So let us okay trigger this also again one more time. We will see that whether it is working or not. Okay, click on here. Okay, let me show you. Login. Still you can see it is going to launch the base URL plus this. So in our case, consider, so in Orange HRM case, we have okay this. like this is the base URL, and this is the end, okay, endpoint we have, okay, this one, the path. But take a flipkart.com. Let's suppose we are doing a flipkart.com. So here I have only this. Now what I should give in the visit? So you should just give slash. Let me show you. So you have a base URL, right? Like this. So when you want to launch this in the base URL, talking about base URL here. So you have to configure. You can see this when I copy this, slash is coming, right? Only, okay, you configure up to this as a base URL. In cy.visit, you just give slash. That's it. So that the base URL plus slash, okay, that will be launched. So it means base URL, whatever you configured in the, okay, configure plus in the cy.visit, consider cy.visit is there. So that is a command to launch the URL. So here you give here like this slash. So now consider this is a base URL plus the slash. So it means here it is going to launch like this. So I'm going to say this is a base URL and this. So base URL plus, okay, this just, okay, it is going to launch like this. Slash like this. It is going to launch. That's it. Clear? So the base URL configuration you can do for reusability purpose. That is the like okay, directly we can configure in the config.js. Okay. So let me give you one more configuration here. Let's suppose, okay, we are running add employee, right? So let's suppose you have, okay, in the add employee, okay, script anywhere, doesn't matter. Let's suppose, okay, you are visiting this URL. It means you are launching the URL and you are actually, okay, looking in the DOM, this particular element. Consider this is not loaded for, okay, even up to 4 seconds. It will say element not found like that. Let me just intentionally give some wrong locator. Okay, wrong locator I'm giving. So this locator will not be available in the DOM. So that time, how much time it will fail? You can see for failing, it is actually taking 4000 milliseconds. It is not only for, okay, one particular locator. So for all the commands for all the commands that we have, the default command timeout is actually 4 seconds. Sorry, here you can see that is actually 4000 milliseconds. So it means 4000 milliseconds means it is actually 4 seconds. 4000 milliseconds. It means, okay, is equal to 4 seconds. 1000 milliseconds is equal to 1 second. So it means 4 seconds only it will wait. It means what it will do in the background is when we are running. So when I hit like this, you can see here, it is actually, okay, launch. Once it is launched, you can see it is time is elapsing. In the background, it will always keep on searching for that locator. In the DOM, it will keep on searching for the locator. Consider I want to increase, okay, my DOM, okay, loading nature is little bit, okay, slow in my application. We want to, okay, like override this time and we want to increase the time. How to do it? So we want to increase the time means you just go to Cypress config here. Okay, take a new line. Here you say default. Okay, if you say, if I type default command timeout, okay, the word is coming. So you can increase to 20,000. Okay, like this. Simply I'm giving some example how it is going to increase the time. Now take a look here. Just, okay, refresh it. Once you've done the changes in the configuration. Take a look now how much time it will take for you to fail that particular command. It is not 4 seconds now. The time is elapsing little bit slowly because it will in the background, it will wait until 20 seconds. It will keep on searching for that locator. So within 20 seconds, if it is not loaded, that particular locator, then it will fail. So we are increasing the default command timeout. This will be applied not only for this particular this particular line. It will be applied for all the commands that we have in our script. Not only here, in another, this everywhere for all the commands it will be applicable. Not only for the one command. So let's suppose this particular save button is not loaded within 20 seconds. That time it will fail, but not within 4 seconds. We got it. So it means it will be applicable for all the commands that we write in a script. In all the suits, in all the commands, it will be applicable, this configuration. Same way. Consider you are launching the Flipkart URL like this. So it is taking, within 2 to 3 seconds, it is loading. But some web application will load long time. Okay. Consider our orange chart. If I launch like this, so within 2 seconds, within a fraction of second, it is loading. But some application will take lot of time to load the page. So what is the default page load timeout is there? So it means in Cypress by default page load timeout is there 60 seconds up to 1 minute. Okay, it will wait to load the page by default. 60,000 milliseconds means 60 seconds it will wait. So we want to override this configuration also. Yes, we can change it here in our configuration. Just go here, page load. Okay, give me a second. Page load timeout. Okay, so you can increase to, you want to increase to 120 means you can increase, or you want to increase to 30 seconds. By default 60 seconds is there. You want to increase to 20, so yes, you can still do that. You want to increase to 120, you can still do that. So this is how you are going to override these two like timeouts. Basically you want to override the timeouts, that is default command timeout and page load timeout. So you can override like this. So any questions so far from anyone? Any questions? Any questions, guys? Yeah. Yes, yeah.
So, under to be visual in front of her, is it mandatory we use double quotes at the beginning?
Okay, I got it. Is it mandatory how to give this? Okay, like this one, huh?
No. Under the config.
Okay.
Yes. So, if I decide not to use a double quote, like if I want to use a base grammar and I remove the double quote, will it still work?
Yes, it means it is a syntax. You can't write it like this. So without double quote, okay, it will throw you error message for you. Okay.
So I mean on the side, not on the
left side also you have to give, right side also you have to give. Okay, both the sides. Yes. You can give, okay, this also double quote, here also double quote. Both are double quotes only. Okay, so if it is a string, if it is a number, don't give the double quotes. Okay, it is a number, that's the reason you don't give the double. Yeah. So any other question? Any other question from anyone? Okay. So now, okay, very interesting one I will show you. So we'll take only 5 minutes and I will show you very interesting. Let's suppose what is the resolution, okay, it is running. In which resolution it is running? What is the screen size it is running right now? By default, what is the screen size is it running? You can see here, by default, the screen size is from the Cypress 1000 by 660. It means the width will be 1000 and the height will be 660. Okay, the width of the width will be 1000 and 660 is the height. What is my laptop resolution? Okay, let's see. Sorry. Resolutions. I don't need to open this. Basically, only resolution on it. Look at this, guys. My laptop resolution is 1920 by 1080. 1920 is the width and 1080 is the height. So consider your client is asking you to run in this resolution. 1920 by 1080. Okay. So now we want to run in this resolution. How to configure it? All the test cases I want to run in this only. So you have to go back and change here in the configuration file. Let me close this as well. In the configuration file, you have to go here. All the configurations I'm showing you one time. So here you have to say, okay, viewport width. You can see here viewport width is there. So you can configure now here 1920. So this is the width I want. Same way viewport height. So 1080. So this number, okay, I'm actually taking. So this number 1920 by 1080. So now look at the change. What is the change? Okay, you can observe. Let's try and run again. Any test case you run, now it will run in that particular resolution. Let me show you. What is the resolution, guys? 1920 by 1080. So you can see now the screen size is also different. Okay, you can see that right side. I can observe properly. So the screen size is okay 1920 and 1080. Now we want to run in the mobile resolution. Okay, iPhone X. iPhone X, okay, is the resolution I want to run. So let us see, okay, what is the iPhone X resolution? So right click, sorry, here inspect. If you go to this, okay, the second option, you can see here different mobile resolutions. So you can see here iPhone SE, iPhone XR, okay, like different resolution. Let's suppose, okay, iPhone SE is the resolution I want to run. So this, like you can see here, 375 is the width and 667 is the height. Okay. So let me write it here. 375. Okay. Same way 667. 667. So let me configure this and run. We'll see whether it is going to run in the iPhone resolution or not. Let me show you guys. So 375, 667 height. It is now automatically refreshing here. Look at the screen. So it is still 1080 it is taking. Let me stop and rerun it again. Okay, once you change it, is automatically is actually taking. Let me stop running. Save it. I have saved it. Still, okay, it is taking the old value only. Let me just, you can see now it is refreshed. 375 by 667. Clear? Still, like in this resolution, dashboard is not visible. That's why your test case will fail. That is obvious, you know that. So basically, I'm showing you how to run in the different resolution. So your client will ask in the project beginning only, you will ask, I want okay, all the test cases to run in this particular resolution. Just go and configure it here in the viewport. Viewport height and viewport width you have to configure so that you can configure it. So if you just comment out it, so I'm just commenting out this to Control K C I'm using, so shortcut. So I'm just commenting out this to if you see here, it will go back to the normal resolution, that is 1000 by 660. So by default, the Cypress will take the 1000 by 660. So you can run in your own resolution also. That is called viewport. Viewport. What is viewport in Cypress? They'll ask this question. You have to tell that viewport is basically is related to resolution. Which resolution we want to run? We can configure it in the configuration file. Any question? Any questions, guys? No. Okay. So let me tell you, I have a question. I have 4 test cases. Out of these 4 test cases, the last test case, only the last test case I want to run in the mobile resolution. Different resolution, not the default one, not the configured one also. In this particular test case only, only for this last one, I want to run in the different resolution. How to do it? So go back and go back to your script here. Consider this is the 4th test case. You want to run in the different resolution. You have a directly inbuilt command. We have, that is cy.viewport is there. So this is the command. We have to give here 375. Okay, this is consider this is the one I want to run. 375 by 667. So look at all these different 3 test cases is running actually 1000 by 660. But last one, okay, also you see, observe now. Thousand by 660. So now, okay, the last one only we are changing the command. Look at this, 375 by 660. So you can go back to the our Cypress official documentation also. Viewport Cypress. Okay, if you search like this, it is actually in the docs.cypress.io API commands viewport. So if you go to this, so basically this is a official documentation, right? API commands. Okay, basically it is a commands. You can see other commands viewport. If you click on this, it will open. So you can see here how to usage. You can see viewport width and height. You can give. Otherwise, you can give preset and orientation. What is meant by preset here? You should know that. With preset and orientation. If you look at little bit scroll down, here is the preset. So you can give like this, iPad 2 768 by 1020. This is the resolution it is going to run. So you don't need to give 768 by 1024. Instead of this, you can just give iPad 2 like this. Just copying this, go back to here. I will just comment out this. I'm not going to do this. So let's suppose cy dot to show you, okay, like demo. Here I will say cy dot viewport iPad 2. So iPad 2 means what is this? 768 by 1024. 1024. Okay. You can see now. So we can run only the last one also, but okay, let me show you here. The 4 test case will run in the iPad 2. Look at this, 768 by 1024. iPad 2. Okay, you can see that, right? So this is in a portrait. So if you take a mobile, this is a portrait. Like basically, this is a portrait. You want to change like this. Let me show you. See here, right click, inspect. Consider this is a portrait mode, 375 by 667. If I change this, this is a landscape, 667 by 375. This is a landscape mode. Okay, this is landscape 667. Okay, this width will be 667. This height will be 375. If you say like this is okay. We go to 100%. This is a portrait and landscape. So you want to run in the landscape. So by default, it will take portrait. Somebody is joined. Krishna. Okay. So by default, it will run in the portrait. If you want to give the landscape, you can give like here, just comma, okay, landscape like this you can give. So that observe carefully now, 1024 by, okay, some other number, right? Yeah. Look at this, the like it is going to run in the, okay, landscape orientation. The orientation will become now landscape. Not only this, any test case, you can do the same thing, guys. Okay, one test case only, I'm showing the example. You can see 1024 by 768. Okay, clear? So that is how you are going to control the viewport. That is in a different resolution, how to run it. You can write it like this, or you want to run all the test cases. Okay, you can configure here. But basically, when you are starting the project, you can check with your client which resolution you want to run all the test cases, so that you can configure. So in all the test cases, you are going to run in the same resolution. Any questions? Yeah. Yes, yes. See, sometimes they will not much keen about, okay, like they'll not show much interest on which resolution you are running, all those things. They will much, okay, interested whether the functionality is working or not. So most of the time it is not required, but some people, when I was working for a, okay, Omnicell is a project, they want to particularly run some specific resolution all the test case. So that time we have to configure. So we had to configure, we configured it and we have written the test cases. So that's how basically it depends on your client. Clear? Yeah. Any other questions? Yes, Christopher, go ahead.
Suppose you have several
Yes.
How pass several
Good question. So here, basically, I have only one URL. Okay. So this URL. Let's suppose you want to change this dynamically. You can change it. Let me show you. Okay, by just not here. Basically, when you are running in the command line, so you want to change, okay, dynamically different, okay, URL. You can change it. Basically, how to change is, let me show you. So npx cypress run hyphen config. Okay, so here base URL equals to some xyz.com. You can go like this, so that at that particular run, it is going to change the base URL dynamically. Okay, you can do this. There are multiple ways to do it. So you can, okay, basically configure all the, okay, like URLs, whatever you want. Okay, you can configure in the in this, okay, as a environment variables, and you can also pass it how to create the environment variables and what are the different configurations we can do. All those things we will take a look in the tomorrow's class, not today's one. So today is already 29:23. So we'll take a look at in tomorrow class that particular configuration. Like as I said, the environment URLs, all those things, how to configure it, how to read it in our test case, we will take a look at in the next class, guys. Hope you are clear, right, Christopher?
Yes.
Some extent, okay, yeah. Yeah, I will tell you. Basically, I will tell you one thing. So you have, okay, you will not have only one environment. So you will have a QA environment, you will have a pre-prod environment, or maybe staging environment like this. So for QA, different URL will be there. For pre-prod, different URL will be there. But same thing I want to, okay, like I want to, okay, utilize the same test case. I want to one time I want to run in QA, another time I want to run in pre-prod. How to change it? That we will discuss in the next upcoming sessions. Okay. Yeah, I will teach you how to do that. Yeah.